Good morning, children. How are you all today? Children, in the last session, I have given you some assignment of finding out the time depending upon the given time at the 0 degrees longitude. Hope you have completed that assignment. We divided the entire Earth into 24 time zones, and when you travel towards the east from the 0 degrees, you need to add, and when you travel towards the west from 0, you need to subtract the number of minutes which you arrived at. Today, we learn about the natural realms of the Earth, the second unit. You know, children, people who study the Earth, they are called as Earth scientists or the geologists. They talk about 4 natural realms. Have you ever heard about a realms? They talk about 4 natural realms. Then what is the meaning of this realm? Realm means the areas which have the common features, some common features, we term it as realms. So on the Earth's surface, we have 4 natural realms. First one is lithosphere. Second one is hydrosphere. Third one is atmosphere. And fourth one is biosphere. These are the 4 natural realms which the Earth scientists or the geologists talk about. In our unit, we learn about lithosphere in detail and about hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere in the next chapters ahead. So coming to the meaning of these, what is lithosphere, what is hydrosphere, what is atmosphere and what is a biosphere? All these words are taken from Greek language. Let me first explain you what is lithosphere. Litho means rocks. Sphere means ball or which is round in shape. So in short, the surface of the Earth which is completely covered with rocks and the soils is called as lithosphere. That means the top layer of the Earth which is hard, the crust, which we call it as crust. We have seen about the structure of the Earth, interior of the Earth. Crust, mantle, core. The top layer, crust, okay, which consists of the hard crust or the soils and the rocks, we call it as lithosphere. So this lithosphere, we shall discuss about different kinds of landforms on the lithosphere. It includes even the lowlands, that is oceans, and the highlands and mountains which are present on the surface. Okay, so we shall learn about all the landforms on the earth crust and how they formed under this unit called as a lithosphere. Second one is hydrosphere. The word hydrosphere is derived from a Greek word called as hydra, which means water. So all the water bodies which are present on the earth, the sources of the water and the water bodies. The sources of the water in the sense, some water gets collected even underground, which we call it as groundwater or the mineral water, under the rocks, under the ground, earth ground. So such kind of water bodies we learn, such kind of sources of water we learn, and water bodies like rivers, lakes, oceans, seas, about all these kind of water bodies also we learn under this sphere which is called as a hydrosphere. And third one is atmosphere. Atmosphere mean atom, means vapor. It consists of various gases, okay, in a sphere shaped. Sphere is nothing but a ball. Sphere here also is nothing but a ball or a layer. So the layer which consists of the different gases, the gases like oxygen, nitrogen and even carbon dioxide, different kinds of gases are present on the earth's surface, which is responsible for the survival of the living organisms. So we shall study about those all gases which are present on the Earth's crust, okay, around the Earth's crust, under the lesson called as atmosphere. And last one is biosphere. Bio means life. All the living organisms, including human beings and animals and the plants, these all life. This all comes under the life. So we shall learn about the life. And you know, children, when we talk about the life, all these three interrelation has made the life to be possible on the Earth. Without the litho, hydro and atmosphere interaction, or without their coordination, it is not possible for the life to exist on the Earth. So the life sphere, or the life which is present on the Earth, has an interaction between all these three above realms. So in our chapter we learn about all these spheres in detail, but in this unit we learn about a lithosphere. It's nothing but the rocky surface which is present on the Earth, the crust body. So you know it very well, children, that we live upon the crust. It is called as a lithosphere. And as you know that in the last chapter we learned that Earth's crust is not even. As it is seen on the globe, the Earth's crust is not even, it is uneven. So there are very low lands, there are very high mountains are also present on the Earth's crust, and these lowlands are filled up with water, which we call them as oceans, and then we even have continents. So the oceans and continents are called as first order landforms. Please remember, children, first order landforms, these are. It's nothing but the primary division of the earth crust into the oceans and the continents we have made. It's the primary division. Later, even the continents are not even. They are even uneven. There are many mountains are there, plateaus are there, plains are there, and these all got formed because of the interaction of air and water. This interaction has taken place in the lithosphere, because the lithosphere gets heated up by the sun's energy, okay, and there is a constant interaction between the air and water. So that has led to the formation of the plains, plateaus and mountains. So these plains, plateaus and mountains are called as second order landforms. Mountains, the high mountains, plateaus and plains. These are called as second order landforms. So children, now we have learnt about the first order landforms, which are oceans and continents, and the second order landforms, mountains, plateaus and plains. Then what are the other landforms which are present? Whether it is deltas, gorges, or many other landforms are also present on the earth crust. Then what are they? Because of the interaction of these all along with water, wind and many other elements, these third order landforms have taken their birth. So those are called as third order landforms. So today under lithosphere we learnt about the first order landform, second order landform and third order landform. So how do they form? Under the lesson called as lithosphere we shall answer many questions. Why do the volcanoes erupt? How the earthquakes occur? So for these all questions we try to find answer under the unit called as lithosphere. And you know children, in the earlier lesson, in the first lesson itself, under our earth, we learned that the continents which we are living today, or which we can see today, were once all together. According to the Alfred Wegener continental drift theory, he mentioned a supercontinent called as Pangaea. You remember it, children? So about this jigsaw puzzle, let us understand further. So there was a constant movement of these continents, or the broken land masses. They have torn up and filled up with water, called as oceans, and they are still moving. So when the geologists have carefully studied this movement of the continents, they had come to a conclusion that actually what we call as continents and oceans are present on the massive base of rocks. They are actually located on a massive base of rocks, and these rocks they called it as plates. They called it as plates. So on these plates you find the ocean and you find the continents, the high land masses you find. So these land masses, these plates are not constant. They are floating on the mantle, the second layer of the interior of the earth, mantle, isn't it? So this crust is actually a solid base, rocky base, which is floating on the mantle. Sir, how is it possible to float on the hot liquid like mantle? You know, children, if you have seen the boiling of milk, after few minutes of boiling, a top creamy layer keeps on floating on it. Have you seen that? Because of boiling, a hot creamy layer forms on it, creamy layer. Okay, so that creamy layer will be moving. In the same way, these plates are also floating on the Earth's mantle. They are floating, and whenever they push each other or they torn, they exercise lot of energy. They emit lot of energy, which leads to the earthquakes. And you know, when one margin hits another margin and tries to push each other, okay, one rises up, the other goes down. The other goes down and turns into mantle. The one which rises up forms into mountains. So this is how the jigsaw puzzle of the earth is present. So we shall see in our next class about the spreading of the sea floor and even about the drama which takes place at the margins. There are majorly 7 plates. Major 7 plates are there, like South and North American plate, the Australian, the India-Australian plate, the African plate, okay, and even the European plate. So there are 7 major plates are there, and some of the minor plates, n number of minor plates, many number of minor plates are also there, like the Arabian plate or the Nazca plate. These are the minor plates on which the continents are present. So remember, even Pacific plate is there on which the Pacific Ocean is present. So there are 7 major plates and many minor plates are also present. According to the geologists, these are floating on the mantle. Please remember that, children. We shall see in the next class about the movement or the drama which takes place at the margins in the next class. Thank you, children.